Greetings and salutations, my fellow gamers, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Blitzbite, and today, you know it, we're back again with another update for the filming of Fallout Season 2. Now, normally I wasn't going to make this video. I was more interested about getting things out there, updates and stuff, when we got something completely new. And we're actually back here talking about the New Vegas trip again, and I already did that in my last video. I talked all about what we got. We got the Lucky 38, the Ultra Lux, the Tops, Vault 21. We got all of those. So I really wasn't going to make another video on them because I really didn't see a need to. We already saw them building Vegas. We already know they're going to be doing some filming there. But a few things came out recently that made me think, okay, maybe I should make another little video on it. Starting with, first and foremost, we got lights. Yep, we got this video coming out right here, so I'm just going to head over here and add this. As you can see, the lights are on and things are popping over at the Tops. But that's not all. We got the Welcome to the Strip sign lit up. Oh, that looks so great in live action. That's so satisfying to see. We got the Lucky 38 sign. Just look at like the little flashes and the roulette wheel and everything. And of course the Vault 21 hotel all up and running too. It's just great to see. It's great to see that neon just like popping out there in real life. Because it was there in game, but it just didn't really feel as like, you know, as impactful as it does here in real life. That's just a lot better in my opinion. But this also leads me to something else that was brought up that I looked at. First off, we got a few more updates in terms of some set photos we got. As you can see, we got a custom neon sign shop. Does that look familiar to anyone? It looks familiar to me. I feel like I've seen that on the strip somewhere before. And then of course we got some shots. Of course, they got all that stuff covered up. You know, it's like, they probably got protected, you know, but they're just trying to hide. It's like, you know, nothing to see here, nothing to see here. It's nothing, just normal filming going on. It's like, dude, we already know what's going on. We already know what's being filmed. There's no game around it. You're filming New Vegas. It's pretty obvious for that. And then we got an entrance to the Tops, more a circus themed, which I don't know if that was like that in game. It was definitely like a colorful one, but I never got, for the Tops, I never really saw that as more like a circus kind of themed hotel. Though it was run by a clown named Benny, who thought he could shoot me in the head and just, you know, toss me aside. Wrong on his part. But yeah, so it is kind of weird that we are getting a more circus themed Tops. But you know what? I'm fine with that. There is a clown circus themed casino in Las Vegas that apparently is also one of the cheaper ones you can get while still being a big massive casino. So I'm not too concerned about that, but again, still just kind of weird that we're getting a circus themed Tops. You know, they do them. Okay. Yeah, that's what you want to see when we go into the Tops casino. Hey, I'm gonna go shoot your boss because he shot me in the head. Yeah. Hey, look, see, he's laughing about it. He enjoys it. Well, again, knowing Benny, you know, not surprising. So here we can see a little. Looks like got a little bit more work going on here. Now, there's a video up on here, but I did see one up on Twitter a while ago that showed a little bit more of the set at night while they were filming it, with all the neon signs and stuff. And there were actually pre-war cars, intact ones, on the set. So it's kind of obvious to me, and to anyone who saw this video, that we are going to be getting some pre-war scenes in New Vegas. I say we should be getting some scenes in Las Vegas before the bombs drop, which kind of makes sense, you know. They're trying to go a little bit more to the backstory about all these characters and stuff that happened before the war. They always want to have, you know, pre-war sequences with the post-war stuff, and I'm actually fine with that. Learning a little bit more about the post-war is like standard for Fallout games, but learning about pre-war, not so much. You only see it like in terminal entries and holotapes and stuff like that. So being able to see it actually brought to life, especially a place in like Vegas, which is super interesting already, but then you gotta add the pre-war history into it, you know, I actually would really like to see like a Mr. House, like, you know, fully intact person, Mr. House, walking along the New Vegas Strip, just kind of like pointing things out. It's like, Vegas, it's a city, but it's also a kiln, a fireplace where things can grow. You know, something like that would be kind of cool, which I think we're definitely gonna be seeing. But again, that does kind of bring it back to something else, but we'll get to that in a second. And then here we have Michael. I'll I will admit, I knew there was a sign in New Vegas, a sign shop, but I never really went to it. I never really paid attention to it in the games, for like maybe like 1 or 2 times. So Michelangelo's neon sign shop. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Like I said, I like New Vegas, but I don't want to pay attention to everything. I pay attention to some things more than others. No, that's just me. That's all we got for that. However, that's not all the photos we got. So we got a better sign here of the strip during the day, which again they didn't have the "Welcome to the Strip" sign on it here, but they did have it at some other locations. But like when they were filming the one by the New Vegas sign, they had it there. But now they have it on here, which is more. So this is probably gonna be the free side entrance to the strip. So there should be like Securitrons and such on here, which explains why there weren't any when I saw this originally, because it wasn't portraying at the time. But continuing on, you might notice something right off the bat, which is that the signs and everything are looking a little more worse for wear now. They're looking a little grimy, a little dirty, and that really doesn't make sense for a, restored Vegas that, we're used to. A little strange. But continuing on, we have, of course, Lucky 38 sign. Again, looking a little more weathered and worse for wear here, but still pretty much standard stuff we've seen so far. And it looks like they're actually, it's just me, it looks like they're taking down. Like there used to be more stuff around the, around the Welcome to the Strip sign, and they're taking that down. Also, was that image always? But you can also kind of see what I was talking about. Yeah, see, like there's all of this, now it's gone. Oh, yeah, it was there. It was just covered up. So it looks like they're taking that down, but why would you take it down? Are they done with it already? It didn't look like that from the set photos we got later on. But just going over here, so yeah, you can see all. Oh wait. Wait. What? Okay. Alright, so I was looking for some concerned for. Wait, isn't there? Okay, yeah, I was right. So look, there's a "Welcome to the Strip" sign right here, this entrance, and then there's the tops, and there's the Ultra Gamora and Ultra Lux, all that kind of stuff. But then we got another one over here. See, there's the Gamora, so the tops would be over to the side there. So there's another one over here. So this is a separate one. Okay, interesting. It's over here by the Lucky 38. This is probably gonna be. This is how they get around for the fact. I think we're not actually going to see like a full-on view of the strip in real life. They can't make one that big. Instead, they built the sets, all of these locations, then they're gonna shoot them separately, and then they'll just put them into like this big computer conglomeration, CGI thing, whatever, to make it look like it's just one continuous strip. Now, that's probably what it is, and they just wanted to have a "Welcome to the Strip" sign here next to the Lucky 38, as it is in game. They would also explain why, the Ultra Lux is next to the Lucky 38 to the right rather than to the left, and Vault 21 is right next to the Gamora, even though it should be by the tops. That probably explains why. Yeah. Seriously, like when this season's over and they don't need the "Welcome to the Strip" sign anymore, I have to put that up for auction because I would love to have that just like hanging on my wall. So, well, it's probably a little big for my wall, but I'd still love to have a "Welcome to the Strip" sign from the actual show. But I would never do it. But now this is what I wanted to talk about. You may notice something. We're at the strip, and it's looking a little worse for wear. It's looking pretty dirty, desolate, grimy. Which, if you look at this, is not how the strip looks in game. Yeah, there's a little bit of like dirt and rust on it. You can't get everything out of it, but look at the streets. Besides the little cracks in the sidewalk, they're pretty clean. There's no garbage. There's no wrecked cars or anything like that here. It's all pretty much clean. But it's not here. This is grimy, dirty. Looks like it's still in the post-apocalypse. And that's got a lot of people concerned, me included. But there may be a reason for that. We're gonna look at all the images, videos, then we'll come back to this in a second. But yeah, Got the Gamora sign. Children, do not look at this. Do not look at this, children. It is not appropriate for YouTube. It is not appropriate. Children, avert your gaze, but I am not a child, so I don't have to avert my gaze. That's from the game. That surely is. We got no close-up shots of all this wreckage and carnage, and it looks like even the Ultra Lux fountain is gone. Yikes. But I believe, yeah, that's all the images for here. There's one more set of photos here from the show. We have the tops again. The world's biggest stars, the Rad Pack song and dance revenue, 6 p.m. So it looks like, so this would entail that this does take place, of course, post-war, but this would probably take place around the time New Vegas, so they actually have something called Rad Pack. That seems like a post-war kind of thing, you know, it's like, oh, we have, you know, the Rad Pack, you know, radiation, and all that kind of stuff after the war, you know. But there is a potential contradiction to it, but we'll come back to that again in a second. We have some more shots here from the other angle, where we have what looks like the other gate in the Vault 21 hotel here. And again, just more wrecked cars, destruction, carnage, post-war. It looks like post-war stuff. Looks like they're doing some cleaning up and everything there. And then another shot of the welcome to the ship sign. Pretty standard, we've already seen that kind of stuff. Again, another grimy, dirty tops image. We have the Ultra Lux Vegas Resort. Oh yeah. The Ultra Lux was probably like the one Vegas hotel and casino that I didn't really go into that much in Fallout in Vegas. I spent most of my time in either Lucky 38, the Tops, or the Gamora. Ultra Lux only went in there so I could complete the you know, what, the Beyond the Meat challenge. You know, all the cannibals and all that kind of stuff. That's the only time I really went in there. I didn't go in there any other time, so yeah, it's not bad, but to me it's just kind of the more ones. And then, of course, here we have just a more, you know, wide shot to the whole thing. Now, this is all we got, but I want to go back to this kind of shot here, because a lot of people are actually really concerned by this. So I've seen a lot of people worry that this pretty much confirms that Vegas is done for. That New Vegas is either abandoned or it's been taken over by raiders. It's basically fallen, is what happened. And potentially that could be an option. We all know that House was using the NCR to fuel Vegas. It was only because the NCR was doing well, and because people had caps to spare, that they were able to go to Vegas and spend them. However, the NCR, for all we know at least, isn't around anymore. Well, actually no, we do know it is still around, because Bethesda themselves, Todd Howard, said, we haven't seen the last of the NCR. So, the NCR is still around. However, the type of NCR where, you know, everyone's a part of it, they have money to spare, they can worry more about just living their lives rather than surviving. Yeah, that's not around anymore after the destruction of Shady Sand. So, pretty much House's revenue stream for Vegas pretty much dried up the moment the NCR was nuked. So, it would make sense that, you know, Vegas kind of just, you know, went into anarchy afterwards, you know, with no revenue coming in, the tribes of Vegas, you know, the chairman, and, man, I always forget the names. But anyway, the groups that run the hotels in Vegas, they would definitely, you know, be kind of like turning on each other at this point after there's no revenue stream left over, and it's all like fend for yourselves kind of deal. So maybe this is just the result of what happened with Vegas after the NCR left and they had no more money. It just became this. But that being said, I don't feel like that's exactly what happened. And there's a reason for that, but I'll get into this. But the reason I don't think it is likely is because if you look, there are pre-war cars littered around the strip, and that to me doesn't make sense. You know, of course because we don't see any pre-war cars or any kind of wreckage here in Vegas in game, because more than likely House had all that removed in order to clean up the strip and make it nice for, you know, everyone. You know, so that people wouldn't feel like they're walking through a pre-war city that's just ruined. They want to look like it's a, you know, the old world brought back to life, you know, something like that. So that does make sense as to why there would still be ruined cars there. Like, it's one thing if you have like junk and, you know, destruction and all that kind of stuff everywhere, because yeah, that would happen in anarchy, but who would just bring in old world cars and just have them sit there? Like, what would be the purpose? Barricades? That doesn't really look like it. There's like no like signs of like barricades or boxes of ammo or anything like that. It just ruined cars, like probably where they were sitting when the bombs dropped. And that got me thinking, perhaps, maybe, we're gonna get scenes showing House winning over the tribes of Vegas. Like, maybe we're going to like do a flashback with Mr. House. If we knew he's gonna be in here, makes it more than likely that the NCR ending is not canon and that the Mr. House ending is canon, which, fair enough. But maybe Mr. House will be explaining, Vegas was, a ruin. People were scavenging for supplies, just trying to live. It was almost a war zone. And then we'll see the Securitrons shoot out the Lucky 38, and we'll see Mr. House take full control of Vegas. Remove all this stuff, get it back into a more pristine environment. That would be really cool. We know that this happened, but it's only been said to us, and written through terminal entries and such. I would love to see how Mr. House took control of Vegas, and that would actually explain again why everything looks, destruction, dirty, all that kind of stuff. Because remember, Vegas really didn't get hit by any bombs. House, thanks to House and his systems, he said 85% or something like that of the bombs were either deactivated or destroyed before they hit the city, or before they hit the surrounding land. New Vegas itself was not hit by the bombs. The surrounding landscape was, but not the city itself. So, it would be more likely that the city would just fall into ruin, It wouldn't be like a catastrophic failure like we saw in other cities, like where the Super Duper Mart was in Season 1. No, it would just be, destroyed, but decayed, junk everywhere, probably some evidence of like riots and looting after the bombs dropped, all that kind of stuff. So, I'm actually putting my button on this. Doesn't mean that Vegas is just gone and out, that's destroyed or anarchy or anything like that. But that instead, it's just showing us what the strip looked like, probably like, 100 to 150 years or so? No. It would be around 200 years after the bomb drop, because this happened just before the event of Fallout 3. So yeah, around 200 years after the bomb drop, this is what Vegas looked like. And then Mr. House took over, and he brought it back to what it was like before the war. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but that would just make more sense to me, personally, that Mr. House is just telling maybe like Hank or Lucy and the Ghoul what happened, years ago when he took over Vegas. So this is what it looked like. Because I just don't see the other way. Like, why would there just be ruined cars in Vegas when those were likely cleared out long ago? And of course, people say like, well, look at it, it's destruction. We can see the Vault 21 hotel in the background. That must mean that it's after the events of New Vegas. But it's like, well, no, they can easily just remove that in post-production or just not show that. It looks like they're just getting it ready right now. They're not doing any filming right now. We see like one green screen in the background. So yeah, that could easily be used just to help take out the Vault 21 sign, and we're just showing us Vegas, right before Mr. House took over. I could be completely wrong. It could just be that Vegas is dead and done for, but what they've been showing us, I don't think that's the case. I mean, I know we saw Vegas destroyed in the credits for the end of Season 1, but they know that New Vegas is popular with fans. I feel like they wouldn't just get rid of it, destroy it like that. No, they'd probably want to show it a little bit more care. Then again, they could just be saying a big screw you to all the New Vegas fans, which, New Vegas fans can be a little extreme. I know, I'm one of them, but this could just be, me talking out my ass, trying to, justify, oh no, it's New Vegas isn't destroyed, they're just showing it before Mr. House took it over, where it was, all destroyed and stuff, but not really destroyed. That could just be me. It's totally possible. But like I said, I just don't see how you can have it to where you have pre-war cars on the strip, which would likely be removed, because, Mr. House wouldn't allow the strip to look like this, while it was operating. He would not have to have just junk cars everywhere. And garbage, again, that garbage could be, done after the ship went into anarchy. But you can't have the garbage with the destroyed car and just say, oh yeah, it's afterwards. No. I'm going to guess that this is before Mr. House took over. But we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that's all really we got in terms of like updates to the Vegas set. I am personally still really excited to see how they're going to implement New Vegas into the show. I mean, we're getting a canon ending, definitely, to New Vegas, which is, of course, going against what they promised when the show started. It's like, we're not going to canonize any endings or anything major like that. We're not going to do anything like that. It's like, no, you are. You already basically confirmed that the Institute and Railroad endings are not canon to Fallout 4 by having the Pridwin on the show. You know, that can only be there if the Brotherhood or the Minutemen ending is canon. So we know that you already confirmed 2 endings is non-canon. And now, if you're going to Vegas after the events of Fallout New Vegas, you have to make a decision about who's going to be canon. And it's looking more and more likely that the house ending is going to be canon, which is not what I personally want. I wanted the NCR ending, but apparently the NCR is gone for now, and so it's not going to be them. But we'll just wait and see. Though I am still really, really excited to see Hank go to New Vegas. Find the house. He was like, "Whoa, what happened out there?" It's like, "Oh, we lost our best customers, the NCR." It's like, "Oh, the NCR? Yeah, I destroyed them." You did what now? You destroyed my best customers? The little fuel for my empire? You destroyed them? Yeah? Wish Benny was still here. Have him shoot you in the head like he did that courier. Maybe it would fix your brain. But I don't know. We'll just wait for more information. I can't wait to see more sets coming out. I can't wait to see more filming. And apparently, I've heard one rumor. I don't know if it's true, but if it is true, it says that we could potentially, by the end of the year, get a teaser for Season 2. And knowing how good the teaser for Season 1 was, oh, I'm ready. I'm ready. Call me SpongeBob, because I'm ready. But that's going to be it for updates for now. But remember, people, if you like what you see here and want to keep updated on the latest Fallout TV series Season 2 news, don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps out the channel, helps out me, makes me know that you guys care, and that I can keep making these videos so that you guys can get updates. Just a good little deal for you. It's a good deal. You know it is. But until next time, people, ta-ta, and goodbye for now.